This is financial freedom? Jeez, man. Woo! All right, so we're going to dive into this article by Financial Samurai. Samurai? Whatever it is. Yo, choo, choo, choo. Financial Samurai. Samurai? All right, we'll just dive into it. But before I do, I just want to point out someone had told me yesterday on my take on the silliness of mad cow disease. Oh, picking his nose. Look, I'm picking his nose. Peek, peek, peek. I should have done my video in front of Bessie the cow. That would have been classic. I didn't even think about it. See, I'm not that bright. I'm just a caveman. Just a caveman in my Maine Nordiques hockey club shirt. Maine Nordiques. How awesome is that? Anyway, so the point about the mad cow disease thing was the idea mad cow disease was caused by meat and bone meal of rendered cow. So you take a dead, you slice up a cow, you sell them for steaks. So the portions you don't eat, you render, you grind up into a powder, you feed that to livestock for the protein, and that was supposed to cause mad cow disease, and that didn't cause a mad cow disease. And yet everyone and their mom thinks it does because no one can take 2 seconds to say, is there something else here? Because if that was causing mad cow disease, why did these things not happen over here? I'm not going to get to it. It's just a video I did yesterday, but I should have done it with this guy right there. All right, so here's Financial Samurai, whatever. And I don't read this guy's blog post. I mean, I whatever. Oh, man. One second. And I got no animosity towards this guy. I frankly just don't care. He just is he's in a different class than I am, if that makes sense, this guy. And I'm looking at this, and the other video I think I've done on his articles was the same context. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I mean, I think he said someone couldn't, I forgot what it was. I said, man, I don't know what you guys are doing to spend your money on, but man, you are in a different weight class than me. You way up here in a rarefied air, and I'm just a caveman financial planner. Maybe, thank the good Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. And if loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right. But I'm sitting there thinking maybe having raised with brown, purple, and orange money was actually a good thing because I don't need what these guys have. It's nuts, man. So we're going to go into it. And that's what this couple of years ago, I said, you can't retire unless you have, I forgot what it was, it's some insane amount of money. And we dived into it in the same kind of context we're going to see here. And again, this is not, I don't hate this guy or nothing. I'll link the video and you should subscribe to his YouTube channel or his whatever it is. I don't care. I'm not shut down and shut it back. Let's see if it works this time. Anyway, so Harvard why is it not doing it here? Hold on a sec. Argues the best income based on 2023 tax rates, 2023. And we're going to go down here. We have keep doing this. We have a married couple with $300,000 of income. All right, so we're going to scroll down here. It's pretty interesting how he breaks it out. Get the website to cooperate. So we're just going to read from my phone here. And so let's just see what we got here. Hold on a second. What's going on with the website? But anyway, so I'm just going to read this. Anyway, so he goes, budget example of best income amount with a married couple with kids. Husband and wife make $300,000. All right. They max their 401ks contribution for 2 working parents. So their total taxable income after 401ks contributions is $255. Then they get a standard deduction, whatnot, and their effective tax rate or effective tax amount is about $52,000. So between maxing out their 401k and their total taxes, they're about $206,000 left of income, right? Because they got to put max in their 401k. And another $50,000 goes to taxes, essentially. All right, so that's odd, but I get it, get exactly what he's saying, but so $300,000 nets you $200,000. All right, now again, $45,000 of that is your contributions to your 401k, so it's not like it just goes away. Expenses: child care for a 2-year-old, $24,000. Preschool for a 4-year-old, $26,000. You're paying. I'm sitting there just, $50,000 are going to childcare. Crazy. 529 plan, another $13,000. Okay, so just between the cost to educate your kids, that's another $65,000. And I say educate, is childcare actually educating them? I just sit there, I'm sitting here, you're going to spend so let's just say your wife makes $150,000. You have a $300,000 income. Of that, your spouse makes $50,000. a third of that is going in order to help raise the kids so she can go to work. On top of that, another 25,000 of that is going to pay the taxes for her to be able to go to work. Huh? So she's making $150,000 and you're paying $50,000 for childcare, and her taxes are about 25%, 50% of your total tax is $25,000. A half of her income is going to childcare and taxes just so she can work. On top of that, another $22,500 is going to her 401k. This is insanity, man. Why would you sacrifice your children for some clown down the street so your wife can net $60,000 a year in income? And now they got a mortgage too here, they got a mortgage. What is their mortgage? $4,000 a month. And that's just principal and interest. Then you got property tax, another $1,500 a month. What? Now I can't say you can get rid of that mortgage. I mean, maybe I don't know what it is, but I'm just sitting there thinking, and they got car loans too. Let's see, car payments, another $250 a month. Then gas, another $250 a month. Husband's student loans. He's got $50K in student loans. Oh, they paid it off. Never mind. And this guy says relevant cities: San Francisco, New York, Boston, LA. So the big expensive cities. This is nuts to me. Why would you send your wife to the workforce and basically, all right, well, we're netting $3,000 a month. It ain't worth it, dudes. That's not financial freedom. Because don't forget, your freedom's only contingent on your ability to keep that job, by the way. They want you jabbed up, you're going to get jabbed up. I have to keep the job. Why? Because I got to pay for preschool. I got to pay for friggin' childcare. I got to pay for my mortgage. I got to pay for my car. That's slavery, dude. That's not freedom at all. You bought the ticket, man. I got to listen to DEI rantings all day long from fools who don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's not freedom. And on top of that, I got to worry about corporate cutbacks. I can't believe people would sell their soul for this. Their children. I'm sitting there thinking, that $300,000, it's all gobbled up in other expenses. Maybe what you could do instead there, guys, you could say, you know something, honey? I want you to stay home to raise the kids. I guarantee your wife wants to too. We're going to save immediately, right out the gate, $75,000 a year. Immediately from childcare and 401k contributions. On top of that, we're going to save from your taxes as well. We're going to save $100,000 a year. All right. On top of that, we probably aren't going to drive as much in gas. We probably don't need a car loan. I mean, so for you working lady, you're netting $2,000 or $3,000 a month. But some of that's 401k contributions. That's great, dude. 20 years from now, your kid's going to be old, out of the house, raised by nannies. So the way I look at this, you're working for $3,000 a month net. And you're going to probably put in more than 2,080 hours a year. Because a typical 40-hour work week is 2,080 hours. But let's just say you do. It's $36,000 divided by 2,080 hours. That's $17 an hour. That doesn't include the travel, the getting ready, bringing your kids to school, all that crap, preschool. That's just your labor for a 40-hour work week. That's not financial freedom, dudes. That's insanity. Elizabeth Warren did. Let me see if I can't find that book. So the most famous Indian, Native American Indian in Histoire, Elizabeth Warren, actually wrote a good book. I haven't read it. My mom sent it to me, but I read a little bit of it. I cursed, and I can't find it. I did a cursory take. 100%. 2000 it was written a long time ago. It wasn't 2016. If memory serves, it was well before that. But I mean, I can't remember. I think it's written like the 2008s or something like that. And economic security. And this expose, Elizabeth and her daughter, that lady, just find it funny. She had to put her name in there. And then I'm sure she showed that the modern middle-class families are increasingly trapped by the grinding reality of flat wages and rising costs. They reveal how a ferocious bidding war for housing and education has silently engulfed America's suburbs, driving up the cost of keeping families in middle class and placing unprecedented pressure on hardworking families. I completely agree with that. It's true, dude. The two income, what is it? What's this book called? The two income trap or something like that? The two income trap. It's a travesty that people fall for this. That's not freedom, that's slavery. I mean, almost like biblical, it says the debtor is the slave to the lender. 100% is here. So this guy gets laid off, he's screwed, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's going to be shuffling, finding a job. He's still going to put his kids in the preschool and, all the fancy schmancy, good time rock and roll. I need my kids the best education. The best education is being at home with their mom. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, again, this is maybe these people when they travel way up here, they see it differently. But they're wrong. I mean, it's just you can't have a nanny raising your kids. You need to be raising your kids by yourself. And if the effective cost of you having a nanny raising your kids is you're making $17 an hour, dude, you got your priorities jacked, man. That's all there is to it. All right, love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.